This segment is brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together.
Everybody, welcome back to Bayou Time. Harry McCullough here. You know, this time of August, late August, a lot of times we remember the anniversaries of hurricanes that went through our area. But on August 28, 1991 was the disappearances of A.J. Breaux. 34 years now. We've not heard or seen from A.J. Breaux, and the family is reaching out, and the Houma Police Department is also still investigating as they're trying to find maybe some closure for that family. Travis Terrio is, of course, the HPD chief. Sergeant Joseph Lodrig is here. You're a special working on this case, a missing persons case. So tell me about a little more. Can you update us on that?
So, A.J. Breaux is something that, goes back, like we said, 34 years, and it's something that everybody, I think, in this community has heard of at one time or another. I mean, there have been news specials done on it, and it's a case that's never been forgotten. It's kind of been a relay because, people, investigators come and go, but the case has always stayed and remained what we consider open. It's not closed until we provide closure to the family as much as we can. And it's just something that's been passed on from investigator to investigator. And, I feel as within the last few years, there's been significant progress made through the efforts of Sergeant Lodrig and members in the law enforcement community all working together. I do feel like there have been significant amounts of information that's been gained on the investigation on his disappearance. But we don't quite have closure yet, and we still do have a ways to go.
Yeah, I remember AJ working at Earl Williams, and it was a guy that, tailored me for my little husky clothes to go St. Francis, right? So it was a guy that I knew well, and then he disappeared. Sergeant, I guess when you're doing a case like this, 34 years, unless he is somewhere else, but more than likely, evidence in the case might not be around today. How do you continue to investigate a crime like that? Well, we say crime, but we don't actually know, right?
Yeah, so really pretty much what we do is collect the reports and the data that we have from the previous investigators, start looking into it, getting leads, picking up leads, doing some more interviews, trying to pan things out. Once we get everything kind of tied in with that, we continue on with any current leads or any tips that come in through the hotline or anything that can give us more information, and we follow up every lead that we get to the fullest and try to find out more information.
And I guess, that's what you're relying on, right? Mm-hmm. You might come across evidence, you wouldn't even know it, I guess, today, but you would need to have somebody that maybe has a change of heart, maybe somebody's, dying themselves or, wants to confess that. But that's, I guess, what you're kind of looking for, right?
Yeah, it's 34 years. I mean, somebody in this community, they know what's going on. They have some information that they could provide, and we just action, if you have information out there that can help us with this investigation and bring the family closure and find out what happens here at Dad, that'd be great. I mean, everything I heard about Mr. AJ is great. Their family is really wonderful, the daughters. So, I mean, just to give them that closure and give them that peace would be great.
Yeah, I guess if we go back up over some of the evidence, he was last seen around the boat launch, right? In that area over there is a bar or...
Yeah, he was, there's AA's, Alcohol Anonymous there, and also Jimbowie Park was where his vehicle was found back in 91.
And then, just never heard from, hadn't seen.
Yes.
So it did make like national news, right? It was on a couple of the crime shows.
Yeah, it was on the Unsolved Mysteries on one of the episodes where they aired it and provided information to get stuff out.
Do you still get tips? Does the hotline still ring, or is it? I guess you got to check them all out. But have you anything credible over the last 20 years?
Yeah, we do have some tips that come in. We have had some pretty credible tips. Not going to go into that, but we have had some good tips, some good leads. So we just continue to ask for that to help us out and get further information on it.
Right, and I guess in these situations, sometimes you may almost know who it is, but then you can't make an arrest. And I'm not saying you do. I don't know. Right. But I've watched a few of these shows myself, right? but I guess you're just waiting on something credible, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I see. So yeah, really interesting story, but it's hard to believe that's been 34 years now. Right?
34 years, but the department is still pushing forward as best we can on it.
It's so, and look,
And let me add this, his daughters really do an amazing job of not letting their dad be forgotten. Not that we would, but, they truly just want to bring their dad home. That's all they want, is to bring him home.
yeah. Do you work on any credible knowledge, like we think this is how, and I know you can't say it here, but do y'all have any kind of working framework of what you think happened?
So without getting into any detail on it, I can just say that we've had significant strides in the investigation in the last few years.
So it'll be interesting, and certainly we'll definitely want to follow that. So if anybody has any tips, please call HPD Sergeant Joseph Lodrig. We'll be taking those calls, I would imagine. So appreciate that. To wrap up here, the last 45 seconds, September 19th, 20th, and 21st, you guys are doing a Hero Fest?
Yep. And we have some pretty big bands. On Friday night, we're going to have Paper Chasers with a fireworks show that's just been announced. We're going to have Craig Morgan on Saturday, and we're going to have another large band with Cane Breakers on
I've
Sunday.
heard of those guys, yeah.
You've heard of them? They're pretty good. They're a local favorite, and all the support and we've had for Hero Fest over the last 3 years has been great. We've been able to help a lot of people, and one thing to remember is all of these funds stay local. So whatever we raise, it stays local, and it's a free show to the community.
All right. Well, Chief, Sergeant, guys, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. We'll be right back with more Bayou Time right after this.
This segment was brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together.